The deadliest comeback in years. We got Clayface Celebrity Dirt issues 1 and 2. Already with these banging ass covers, look at this shit. But let's jump right into it. We starting off in Los Angeles, California. An assistant is bringing a new wig for this actress named Lorna. It's time to lock in for filming. And they're 3 days behind schedule. But when she knocks on the door and sees Lorna, holy shit, her fucking face is melting off. A meltdown is what they call it for looking beyond chopped. You can consider Lorna basically dead at this point. But look at how this panel is drawn. It's amazing. You know you're getting some good artwork in this story. And then we go to Gotham City at the Arkham Towers. Is this the real Clayface locked up? Every time they put him in here, he tells them that he doesn't belong here. Because his name is Basil Carlo and he's a star. But then we find out his name is not Basil Carlo. It's actually Todd Russell because he's being interviewed by a psychiatrist. And they have his ass locked up in a box. And they heat it up to keep Clayface from reforming. And then he lore drops that Todd Russell is one of 8 Clayfaces that they know about. And that his thing is that he likes to impersonate actors. And all 8 Clayfaces are essentially the same person because they can fake their DNA results routinely. But Clayface ain't trying to hear all that shit. He's all like, I'm reformed, doc, I swear. I'm the Clayface that is an actor. I'm big. Even in here, I'm still big. I got a face that people know and a name that matters. But Clay slams against the window as hard as he can, enough to make a crack. And that crack is all he needs to get out. Cell breach corridor 115. Again? No, it's not that alligator guy, is it? I guess Killer Croc is in there too. 2 guards go and check on the cell. Shit, where'd he go? And holy shit, look at this panel. Disgusting as fuck, mate. He's dripping down on this sorry son of a bitch. Look at this panel. Amazing artwork. And he's already going into his body from his ear. Yeah, Clayface can go wherever he wants. Imagine trying to sneak up on him. He's already waiting for your ass. Guard feels the drips and he turns to his partner. He's already cooked, choking on mud from the inside out. He's all like, what the fuck? I'm loving this art style. It's about time we get some Clayface comics again. Now we got shape-shifting security Clay trying to walk out the front door. Fellow security is tripping. What the hell happened in there? Security Clay says, false alarm, little bro. I'm going out for a smoke. Security says, you don't smoke. And then he gets a message. We've got 200 to 115. Clayface out of containment. Then he catches up to Clay. Stop or I'll shoot you. I mean it. Security Clay turns around. It's the, by the way. Clay says, I'm not a Clayface. I'm the Clayface. Then he melts out and dips the fuck out. He starts busting shots at Clay, but it just goes right through him. How do you kill this man? And he seeps right into the sewer vent, straight to the sewer waters. Escape for him is so easy. It takes hours, floating around like a dead goldfish with everything else Gotham flushed away. Just look how messy it is compared to Sandman from Marvel. Imagine that fight, because one's dry and one's wet. Clayface versus Sandman. And then we get this panel of him coming out of the sewers into the street, and then he sees all these new movie posters of him, but he doesn't remember filming them. He's all like, what the hell's happened to me? Am I dead? Am I really Todd? Like he's got amnesia or something. And then he sees himself on the news channel being interviewed. Who is this Illuminati imposter? This guy's going around posing as him. Looks like him. He's landing all these new movie roles, and the public is just straight up accepting it and believing him as reformed, with better charisma than ever. And Todd Russell, if that's his real name, or Basil, he starts yapping. He's all like, why isn't Batman stopping this bullshit? And dude's all like, stopping what? A guy from getting his act together? We got plenty of lunatics in Gotham. And he just fucking walks off, talking about, I'm not Todd, but I'm definitely not whoever that was either. So where would I go if I were me? And then we're back in LA with imposter Basil Carlo, taking a baddie back to his house, showing her around. He's buying her jewelry and shit. And then he starts being creepy as fuck, like all American Psycho about it. He's all like, would you have come over if I didn't buy you this shit? I thought you were looking for real human connection. Maria, do you want to see something else you've never seen before? And then we hear her scream loud as fuck on that bottom panel. I'm thinking that he threw her out the window, but instead, motherfucker did something far worse because we see her jewelry on the floor in the middle of a clay puddle. Damn, R.I.P. Maria. Now we moving into issue 2, and this cover just looks like a straight up movie poster. Clayface Celebrity Dirt. But we pick up in a recording studio with a dude podcasting about masculinity, and he's yapping about, oh, masculinity isn't toxic. They're trying to make us men more female. And then his jaw starts dislocating. Oh, what the fuck? Somebody help! And this guy's face also starts malfunctioning too, just like Lorna from issue 1. Like everyone's fucking face is falling off. Then we pick up with Clayface right outside Hollywood in LA. He's trying to find the Basil Carlo pretender. Then he hears a knock at the door. He answers it and shapeshifts. Oh, hello, Katie. How nice to see you. And this girl's Katie Park. She lives 2 doors down. She likes to check in on Bob to make sure he's not dead. But unfortunately, he's been dead from a heart attack. And Clayface basically just took his spot. And he's trying to access a laptop, but he can't get through the thumbprint. And Katie just tells him to get a smartphone. Facial identification is easier. And then she bumps into imposter Basil, wearing a mask to cover up his face. And he keeps yapping about real human connection interaction, she's all like, yeah, I gotta go, but come by the diner anytime. Meanwhile, Clayface gets on the computer and he wants to alert the media about fake Basil. He takes a few hours to surf the net, make phone calls and shit like that. But if he wants to prove that fake Basil isn't real, he needs to get close. He goes to Worldwide International Studios where security is giving out a tour. He tells the group that there's a series of tunnels that were built to let celebrities get on and off set. And Clayface knows every twist and turn like it's his own. But then he finally makes it on a Lot H as a bicyclist. But one of the crew has to leave because of her mother is sick, so he shapeshifts into her and makes his way to the sound girl, asking where Basil Carlo is at. And he's right there, not too far away from her, but she doesn't see him yet. But as she shapeshifts again, she's disturbed by another crew member asking to not bother Basil. And we see in the background an assistant is bringing him coffee, walking into his trailer. But she was actually walking into her death, because imposter Clayface fucking sucks her out of her shoes. Look at this shit, mate. R.I.P. assistant. Man, the movie's gonna be so sick if they have death scenes like this. Amazing panel. And head crew member is telling Clayface that he's got negative aura off camera, because everyone who's been alone with him had bad interactions while she's recording it on her phone. Especially young baddies. Look at this disgusting ass shit, I'm loving it. Twisted Metal Black, mate. And he's always killing girls too, sick fuck. This story is basically a murder mystery. The head director warns Clayface to do her work and keep her head down while she's recording his trailer from behind. And look at the puddle coming out of his door, being cleaned up by the janitor. Dude, every time I see a mud puddle now, I'm gonna think of Clayface. And now he's back at the diner, morphed as old man Bob, on his smartphone trying to contact Victoria. He's hearing the people behind him chirp about who Basil Carlo is. Katie serves him his last cup of coffee before she goes off work, and Clayface asks her, what do you do when people give up on you? When they won't give you a second chance, no matter how much you deserve one? And she starts yapping about having a twin sister that doesn't talk to her anymore, and just bad years of getting over obstacles in life. For her twin sister, she says it takes a million bad choices to break someone's trust like that, but maybe it takes a million good ones to get it back again. And Clayface walks off looking at his phone, but holy shit, we got this shadow figure in the back walking up, and he looks just like old man Bob, which is Clayface, that just walked off. Freaks Katie out. What's the matter, honey? You don't want to talk to me anymore? She gets fucking spooked and jets the set. She's running for her life, trying to make it back to the diner, get inside. But before she can open the door, oh shit, she got fucking caught. She can't scream, she's pulled back. And whoever this sick imposter bastard is, just murdered another baddie. I'm telling you, this sick fuck is just killing females. The story's a murder mystery. Disturbing and disgusting, everything I expect from a Clayface comic. That's all I wanted to yap about for now. See ya.